Good morning, welcome to All Things Trucking UK. If this is your first time here, this is just a welcome to video to introduce you to the channel and to show you what this channel is all about, really. I'm an in real life truck driver, amongst other things. And I'm actually looking to start my own haulage firm next year. So this channel is really going to track that journey, as well as obviously adventures in Euro Truck Simulator 2 and American Truck Simulator. So there'll be different content each week. I'll obviously showcase this game and the mods and stuff that I've got running for it. I'll be doing a top 10 mods video for my year that I've had this year in the game. Me myself, I've had about 3,000 hours in this game now. Yeah, just really enjoy it. It was kind of, I've always been mad about trucks since I was a kid, and then a situation happened in my life. My mum passed away suddenly 8 years ago. Yeah, it was just prompted me to take the plunge, really, and I used the little bit of inheritance I got to go and do my truck driving license, and yeah, here I am. I did work in the industry for a couple of years, came back out of it to work in my main career, which is IT, but now that I'm facing redundancy for a fourth time, I've decided that yeah, I just want to go back into driving and stay there. So it's my passion, it's what I love doing. So anyway, I'm going to stop waffling and we're going to get up the road. So we've got a 15-ton wheel loader that's going from one end of Sweden to the other. It's going from the south to the north, so this will be a fun run, and you'll get to see the new, I do have the new Nordic Horizons DLC as well, so this will give you a chance to experience that if you haven't done yet. This is also in the new look Scandinavia. You have to excuse me when I get out of here, because this was one tight reverse getting in here to pick this load up to begin with, and it's just as tight getting out. Obviously we're in an old Scania 6 Series Euro 6 R580. This is a mod by Just CTV, and I have to say this Scania R Series is one of my favourite trucks of all time. I just love it. If you've seen my other videos on this channel, you'll know how much I love this truck. That was probably the worst horn to do it with. That's better. I'm a dickhead. And always you get idiots like that on the road. But yeah, this is one of my favourite trucks of all time, Scania R Series. And the noise is Max's sound mod. Absolutely love it. I can listen to it all day long. Yeah, and you're never late in a V8. But yeah, so this is, for those of you that haven't been here before, this is my channel. So what do I do? So on a weekly basis, I upload twice weekly at the moment. I normally do one Euro Truck video a week and one American Truck Simulator video a week, so there's a bit of a mixture of both. I run mods in both of my games. I have several different profiles that I can showcase. There is one where I am building a business up in Euro Truck Simulator 2. We were doing that using the realistic economy mod. However, I had to turn off the realistic economy mod because it was screwing too much with daylight savings, and just meant I was driving in permanent darkness, because obviously it follows the time of year where you are. Obviously at the moment we are in winter. It is December. It's my birthday, not this Sunday, next Sunday, and then so 21st December, and then we have Christmas. So this in all my videos, but I do have a Twitch presence. I am going to be doing some streaming on Twitch, probably on a Saturday night for truck driving, just do a bit of Saturday night trucking, just for a few hours, and so would love for you to come and join me there. Again, you can find me under this name there, links and everything will be in the description anyway. And also I do have a new channel launching very soon, which is dedicated to motorsports and sim racing. So it's another big passion of mine. So I'm a huge petrol head. So going to be doing some content there, cross-platform, with the PS5 and with the PC. So you'll get to see, various games. You've got Assetto Corsa Evo, Automobilista 2, Assetto Corsa Competizione, LMU, which is Le Mans Ultimate. I need to download and update that. So you'll get to see my journey into sim racing, because it's a brand new thing for me. I'm technically a professional driver in real life, so it'll be interesting to see how a truck driver handles a race car. So going to be looking forward to getting on that journey. That channel's going to launch probably next week, and that will do content 2 to 3 times a week, and that'll also be doing some streaming, again, be on a weekly basis. I do need to create the Twitch channel for that though, so I will sort that out. Keep getting the wrong horn again. Let's go past there. Hi. But yeah. So anyway, back to this channel. So what can you expect here now that you've joined here? So you can expect realistic truck driving. And when I say realistic truck driving, I'm fully aware that I'm doing 90 kilometers an hour in an 80, and that's real life, because people do that, and also because if I can travel at 56, then why wouldn't I? And so that's what I'm doing. But also as well is, there'll be various hints and tips and stuff that I can give to you guys in terms of IRL driving, give industry advice to those that want to get into the industry. I should point out I am UK based. The UK at the moment right now is in a mess. Not going to get into politics and all of that crap. Okay, this channel is, all of my channels are strictly non-political. We're not going to get into things like that, because I think, you ruin it. People aren't here for that, you know what I mean? So this channel will be an escape for you from the rest of the madness that is the outside world. But I will explain to you how trucking in the UK works, how it's governed, what kind of rules we have to apply to, and obviously give you guys a bit of a flavour for it as well with my own business that I'm going to be starting with. My brother-in-law, he's already got several of his own businesses running, and we're looking at a haulage next year, so really excited about that. It's going to be cool chain work, more than anything else, but I'm not proud if there's other things that need doing. When things get quiet, then that's what we do. It's just the way it is. But yeah, and the industry does still need drivers. There's no two ways about it. Should you be on the payroll somewhere, or should you go straight into owner operator? Being realistic, I think you need to do on the payroll somewhere first and foremost, because you need to understand the industry, how the industry works, build up some contacts, and the thing is, it's all done on contacts these days. But anyway, I'm not going to get into the boring specifics of it at the moment. else are you going to see on this channel? So we're going to do some mod reviews. We're going to do obviously top 10 mods, top 5 mods. I mean, realistically, this profile has over 57 mods in it. Okay. Not Snowy Moon, I haven't got that. I haven't got anything graphical. I've got it's mostly sound. Excuse me, it's very early in the morning here. It's mostly sound, so it's sound related mods, sound fixes mod, real companies, Arnhem's trailer container pack. I've got some Gelex trailer mods in this as well. I'll show you. Real companies mod, just adds to the realism. Obviously I've got some different trucks in here. Obviously this is a Scania by Just CTV. Absolutely love it, it's my favourite. Can't get enough of it. But then there's also, you know, there's other things, economy mods and stuff like that. I haven't got one in here, but yeah, I have a mixture of mods. Some people they want to do, you know, just graphical. I personally think that the SCS standard sounds for this game are absolutely awful. I cannot believe that in all this time they haven't fixed them. I don't know. I don't know what's going on with their standard sounds. I really don't. Like, a lot of these mods are like, you know, official engine recordings that sound so much better. I mean, like this sound mod by Max, Craig Brown, Z Mods, and EVR do the best engine sounds mods for these games, period. Now, Max, EVR and Z Mods are all paid for mods, but when you pay for a mod, you get the support that comes along with it, right? So if the game version changes, but there's a new version out for it. Like Max, for example, he was doing sound mods for the beta version of 1.57 to make sure that people could still use his sounds with the beta version. Now, I mean, that's some kind of cool that someone does that, right? You don't get that with free mods, and why should you? Because when someone's doing something for free, they're doing it out of the goodness of their own heart, right? And I think that's something that, as a community, fans of this game need to recognise that a little bit, because too often I see a lot of people going, oh, you know, there'll be a mod come out and they'll go, oh, do this sound for that, and it's like, mate, you do understand that these people have families, they have lives, right? They're not there to take requests from you. You can ask, but ask politely, don't make demands, because if you make demands, take the fuck off, and they're rightly so too. You know, so there's you know, take it with a pinch of salt, right? I personally can't live without sound mods. I just, you know, without sound mods, the game is useless to me. I think there was a time where I think there was an update. It was in the 40s. It might have been like 148 or something like that, but they broke all of the sound mods, and it took a while for the guys to figure out what they'd done. And so it was about 3 weeks when I was like, I'm not playing the game, because we can't play it without the sound mods. So I ended up using an older version for a few weeks so I could keep using my mods because of it, you know. But look, this is the other side of the coin, right? When you run mods, and if they don't work and they break your game, whatever, then, you know, that's up to you, because you are running mods. You can't then complain to SCS about it. You got to figure it out. But again, you know, there's a great mod that Wally makes, the Mercedes-Benz MP5, but let me just see, we're getting a bit close to break time. Let's just pull in, and we'll have a bit of a breather. Now, how do we do this one then? It's very interessant. Half a tank as well, so probably want to fill up while we're here. Yeah, let me just concentrate. Sorry guys, I just need to concentrate to get in here a minute. Trying to drive down a fucking great ditch. Do something about that because that super is not sitting properly, it's disappearing into the grill. But anyway, let's just pull forward, get some rest in. That's part of our next container back there. Alright, there we go. Let's just whack it here and get some rest in. Dooby-dooby-doo. Alright, bosh. Flick the lights all the way on. Let's just make sure that the roof auxiliary is working. Okay. It appears to be. So. Anyway, let's go. I'll explain on the way. Yeah, so Wally had Mercedes-Benz MP5 mod. Really good mod. Really good mod. It was a free mod, right? But every single version upgrade, the mod would break. And I think it's got to like 1.54, and it just hasn't been updated since. Now it's just been left. And it's a shame, really. It's a great shame because I'd love to showcase that mod to you guys. I did have their ETS2 mod, but yeah, that was kind of good until that was a paid-for mod. But when they released the ETS2 in the game, it kind of become irrelevant. They've kept it as a paid-for mod, saying, oh, you know, we keep it for legacy reasons, but listen to that. Just love that noise. But yeah, they said we would keep it for legacy reasons or whatever. I was like, okay, fine, you know, cool, happy days, whatever. I haven't bothered with it since, purely and simply because I'm like, the newer ones in the game. I mean, I might do. I might put it back in, go and re-download it and put it back in, just so I can show you guys what it is, and, you know, do a bit of a small review on it. Is it worth it? Is it not? I mean, this mod by Just See TV, by the way, is a free mod, and Just See TV is part of Fred's crew. If you know about Fred Scania, that's a paid-for mod. I do have that. I need to download the latest version of it. I've just been lazy with it, but I have to say I love this version just as much. Fred's version does have more customization, granted, because it's a bigger mod, but I do love this. I think for a free mod, this is absolutely fantastic. I'd say this is actually better than oh god, what's the other one for this? My brain's gone dead now. But anyway, I love this mod. I think it's fantastic. I think, you know, that the whole game is fantastic. The new look Scandinavia is amazing, and I think that, you know, there's a lot that people can learn from this. And realistically as well, you know, look, at the end of the day, you know, you wanna enjoy yourself when you're in here, right? So that's my plan, is to bring some enjoyment out of the game to you people. So what else are we doing? So we're doing the mod reviews, we're doing, you know, obviously some little mini series here and there, you know, mini little drama series, try and keep you guys entertained that way, and obviously just give you some real world trucking advice. We'll do different types of trucking, right? So you'll have logging, you'll have heavy haulage, which is what we're doing right now, you'll have cool chain, you'll have general haulage, flatbed work, container work. You know, I'll show you it all and explain within that what, you know, what it is, what it does, mostly general haulage and call chain. I haven't done any heavy haulage myself. I know how it works because I know drivers that do it, but I haven't actually done it myself in real life yet, because that is something that I want to do at some point. But anyway, what else can you expect from the channel? So obviously, like I said about the showcasing the mods, but also as well I'll do DLC reviews, do reviews for things like pro mods, you know, fantastic map expansion pack if you've not tried it. I've also tried the Sud de France map from Charlie. That's really good. Some nice little tight places on there. It just adds new dynamic to the game when you have to try and get in and out of these tight little villages. That's why I like the Balkans expansion pack for this, and the Greek expansion pack. Italy is really good as well, because there are some places down in southern Italy which, again, I've not driven to myself, but know drivers that have, and there are some real tight little places down there, so it's very, very good for showcasing that. But yeah, there's a lot of adventures you can have with this game, and this game has kept me. I started playing this game when it came out in 2012, so I was one of the first early adopters of this game, and it's kept me interested and entertained for 13 years, 14 years next year. I don't know many games out there that could do that with people, so I think that in itself is a testament to just how good this game really is, and potentially can be as well. But also as well on the channel, I'll give you a rundown on the different types of trucks. Like obviously this is my favourite, but we'll go through other trucks. I'll showcase them, showcase their power. I'll show you the difference between a fleet spec truck and a show truck, and everything else in between. And we'll just have some fun. Alright, we'll just have some fun. Keep it light-hearted, I'll tell some stories. There are some videos where I've done that already, but I'm just sort of trying to refresh the channel and bring new things to people, and trying to hopefully grow the channel and get my subscribers up, and thank you to everyone who's been with me from the very start, and who continues to stick with me. It's greatly appreciated, and I hope that I'm making the content fun for you. But if you've got any suggestions on any improvements or any things that you want to see, stick them down in the comments below. I really do welcome the feedback. Obviously I get the odd troll here and there, because it's just the internet these days. But yeah, if there is something that you guys want to see, generally as a rule of thumb with these videos, I don't edit my truck driving videos. The reason being is that it's a journey from point A to point B, and the reality is that rather than doing multiple journeys in one video, I'll just take you along for a journey. But I don't tend to edit, because you don't, when you're out on the road, you don't go, I pulled out and that car starts hitting me, I'll edit that bit out. No, you'll get to see everything, any mistakes they make, because we all do make mistakes, we are human. And also as well, it's important that when mistakes are made, that people are shown, okay, well, how'd you get out of it? Because in real life you can't just go, I'll just quit the game and it will reset everything and then I'll be fine. You can't do that in real life. So you need to know, okay, well, if I get myself into a situation in real life, how do I get myself out of it? And that is something that I'm aiming to do with this channel, is to help people with any issues that they may have when it comes to things like that. So yeah, there's some shit. Come on, out of the way, dickhead. See, the only thing is, in real life, that guy would have probably moved lanes, because I'd have just started swerving towards him anyway and would have pushed him out. I mean, be courteous when you're on the roads, obviously, but at the same time, don't be a knob. You know, he could have easily moved into that outside lane and let me out, couldn't you? Prick. But anyway, you know, so there's going to be those situations as well. Like I said, I tend to keep my content fairly raw. Now, I know that might not be for some people. People might want to see, you know, fancy edited bollocks. Oh, I need to see where we've got to go, because if I can't get up there, I'm pretty buggered. Right, let's have a look at the map. So, that part of it's pretty knackered. How the fuck am I going to get up there then? If I can't get round it that way, I'd have to go. Oh, it's not. It's not, all isn't lost. You just go along there, round about, and then back up again. Okay, fine. Okay. Let's turn that off. Turn that on. Pop it into gear, and yeah, come on. Someone let me out. Someone let me out. Someone let me out. Right, fuck it. I'm just gonna make you have it now. That's something else you have to do in real life as well. Sometimes you just have to make people have it. Good start to the intro video though, and it's massive diversion. But yeah, I just wanted to show you guys, like to showcase, you know, real life events, because that will happen as well. And let me tell you, when it does, it's real squeaky bum time, because this is why you need to route plan. Okay, so don't trust diversion signs. I'm not saying ignore them, but I've been in situations like this in the past where they've stuck up a diversion, because normally when you do night work in the UK, that's when they do most of their work on the roads. So then they've stuck up a diversion, not taking into account that, you know, full-size Arctics need to go down it, because a lot of the freight moves at night, right? That's how you get cornflakes on your shelves in your supermarkets, right? And so as a result, people think, oh yeah, but you know, it's alright. You get these thick idiots in their transit vans that are putting up these diversions. They think, oh, so I can get my van through there. Yeah, truck's twice the size of your van, pal. 3 times the size in some cases. And they don't think about that, and so they just forget you, and then you end up having to have this nightmare, because you're like, right, I need to find my way around. And again, sat-navs, even if they're trucking sat-navs, never fully trust it. Biggest advice I can give on a situation like that is, if in doubt, just get out and try and stick to the main roads wherever possible. So a B road is about as small as you want to go, and even then, in an Arctic, a B road's very tight. That's in the UK. Obviously, A roads are main roads, M roads are motorways. But yeah, you've got to be careful. Can we go up here, or have they shut it off? If they've shut this off, then I really don't know where else we go. They have shut this off. Right, well, that's pretty much knackered me then, because if I can't go that way, I'm going to have to pull over, right over it, because if I can't go that way, I'm pretty much buggered, because I can't go that way, so I'd have to go back around here. I'd have to go all the way back down here and divert up and up. No, fuck that. It's a game. That will take the video into like 10 hours. So we're going to do something naughty. Avert your eyes, kids. We're going to do something very naughty here. If it'll let me through. I don't even know if it's going to let me through, but we'll find out. This could be fun. No, these are physical. These are removable. Okay, so it looks like we are going that way. Okay. That's annoying, isn't it? Very annoying. There is another option, of course, but that's going to make the freight late. Wow, what a nightmare. What a nightmare. Well, you get to see it warts and all today, kids, because I think it's still closed off the other side, which if it is, then yeah, I'm pretty knackered here. Have to go right around the houses. It does happen in real life, of course, but yeah, it's very frustrating. Is it still closed off that side? Yes, it is. Right. Although it's only one guy. I mean, it's telling me to come off here and go back around, but I can't, so I can't do that. Well, actually, there is something I can do. Freight's going to be late anyway. Oh, fuck it. We've missed his telling. We have to go down to the next one. Freight's going to be late anyway. We're going to be massively late anyway. Yeah, it's due in 2 hours. We ain't going to get there. But there is a way we can do this to avoid having to take a massive diversion. See what that is? That is the universe basically saying, don't want to edit your videos. We're going to test that. I'm not editing it out. I'm leaving it in. I don't care. People can criticise me, but I'm leaving it in. It's, you know, it is what it is. It's nothing else but entertaining, right? But in the real world situation, what could you do here? Right. So in a real world situation, if you don't want to divert around miles and miles and miles, which, let's face it, you would have to do in this situation, then what do? So you do what I'm about to do. Realistically, first and foremost, you phone your transport office, you tell them the situation, you say road's closed both directions, I can't get through. That gives them the opportunity to let the client know. While they're letting the client know, you're then planning, right, okay, what's my next move? I would at that point be saying to your transport office, listen, I'm going to go and park up for a bit, let this die down, and then when it's calmed down, I'll venture back out again and see if the blockage has been removed, so to speak. So that's what we're going to do here. We're going to pull into the hotel, go around, pull around, do a spinny. Luckily I've got rear steering on this trailer, so that's easy. And yeah, we're just going to spinning around, move out of my way. Do 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 do. Bit of Kylie. Right, hang on. There we go. Let's try not to crash into that Range Rover, as tempting as it is. Right, there we go. Let's poke her back into place here. Oh my god, made her right pigs here. I hate rear steer. I really hate rear steer. It's there to help you, but it actually fucks you in the arse more than anything else. But yeah, it's just personal opinion. I'm sure on some of these heavy haul jobs though it is a godsend, don't get me wrong. Right, here we go. So what we're going to do now is we're just going to rest. It's all we can do and hope that the blockage is cleared. So we've given it time. Now we've got to make the money. Obviously the client's going to be pissed, but this is where I said, if you've spoken to your transport office and you've told them, look, it's closed, I can't get through, closed, can't get through here. Road's closed, can't get through. I'm going to have to stop. The load's going to be late. They can let the client know, right? At that point, you've done everything you need to as a driver, because the whole point is, right, is safety. You need to get it there safely. Now, I did not have the driving hours last night to go around on a massive diversion. Would have been days late, well out of the way. As it is now, I'm a few hours late. I don't believe it's still there. Oh, right, hang on a minute. I just don't know here. Right, let's just see. Hang on. Right. Fuck it. There we go. Sorry, mate, but bollocks to you. I'm not determined. I'm not going to be beaten by it. The reality is that would have been gone. It wouldn't still be closed 9 hours later. Right? If it is, then there's something seriously gone wrong. In which case, you're failing the delivery and you're just not going to make it. Right? It's that simple. Not without going on a massive diversion, you're going to be days late. So I'm not going to go down that path because that's just stupid. You know, can't even see where this incident is at the moment. So don't even know, don't care. You know, I'll take the fine or whatever that goes with it. But probably be a lot more than a fine. But anyway, I think we're coming up on it now. Oh, of course, it's a helicopter. That's alright. Plenty of room to get past the rotor blades. Do we go this way? Yeesh. Ooh. There we go. So, should he have done what I done in real life? Absolutely not. In real life, the way you handle that is you phone your transport office, you tell them the delivery's not going to make it. You tell them the reasons why. You take your break. If after your overnight rest the road still isn't clear, then you need to speak to your transport office and say, look, I've taken a break. It's still not clear. What do you want me to do here? They might say, bring it back. We'll take it up on another day. Or they might say, you're going to have to take the diversion around, and you know you'll get there when you get there. It all depends on them. At the end of the day, it's down to them. It's their responsibility to discuss that with the client and find out what the customer wants to do about it, right? That's not your job as a driver. You can phone the customer and tell them what's going on as well, but realistically, if you're on the payroll somewhere and you've got, you know, someone in the office who can do that for you, make them do that. Save yourself the aggro. You know, sometimes there are situations where things like that might happen, and they may send a driver from another direction to come pick up your trailer and take it. That's happened as well. I've seen that happen before now. You know, trailer swaps in services are fairly commonplace. But yeah, you know, it is what it is in situations like that. Can't be helped. It's just ironic that it would have to happen in the first video or in an channel introduction video where I'm like, yeah, you know, we do things by the book here, and I'm just like running a diversion, like, yeah, about that. So yeah, you know, at the end of the day, I don't edit my videos, I leave it all in. That will all stay in. A lot of people would have just gone and cut that bit out, gone, you know, we'll hide that bit. I leave it in because it's entertainment and it's more fun, and you get to see a thought process behind it, right? You get to see a thought process behind it. don't check people like that. Anyway, it looks like we're finally getting there. Been a while though, eh? Been a while. But I love this new rework. I'll go into a deeper review of Nordic Horizons and what's great around it. I'll do that in another video. I say that I will showcase other trucks on this channel, but you will have to tear me away from this one because I just love it. I just love it so much. I really do. This truck will be the face of the channel, no doubt. But yeah. So we're going to move over to the right, although I'm going to kind of stay in the middle here because we've got a turn-in to make, and you never know with building sites. So claim your space on the road. Yeah, let's see, here we go. So I'm going to bring this out wide to cut in. We need to look at where is this going. Oh, it's down in there. Okay. Right, let's go and have a look, shall we? I don't know why when I'm trying to find somewhere I always open the window. There's a loader there. We've got a scout past on the way in. There's something for live load in there. Spinny. Building sites in particular, you probably have someone to fucking like wipe your bum to do that, because I know on building sites they're health and safety mad. Right, let's watching in the window there. How much room we've got on the other side. I want to get that trailer turning in that direction a bit quicker. Right, now we start to bring it back. Now we get it turned the other way. Watching that cement mixer in the offside mirror now. Just got to try and bend it round those bits. Oh, I've got to bend it more and faster. Alright, take the bend off, take the bend off. Too much. Happens, but if it does, don't panic, just take a shunt forward, just be mindful of your surroundings, and go at it again. There we go. Oh, there we go, bosh. We did it. We did it. Well, there you go. Thank you very much for watching. This is the All Things Trucking UK channel, and I do hope you'll come join us again for our next video. And if you have enjoyed what you've seen, please do consider liking and subscribing. It doesn't cost anything and it does help the channel to grow. Thanks very much. Cheers all.